He's a mother flipping star boy. Look at you got, England. Look at what you got. You have got a star boy in Bukayo Saka. What a game yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. What a team and what a performance that they put up. It is, more importantly, a team that shows backbone. Well, they've conceded for the first time in the tournament, and look what they've done with it. They've turned it around, and so have England. They're in the finals, and they're going to face Italy. I mean, two teams that have not lost any competition in any match in the competition. And what a build-up that we would actually provide, man. That's so crazy. And here's Bukayo Saka, who shared these images on Twitter with a caption, "What a team, one step closer." I'll tell you what, it's one clear thing that happened. He's literally taken Foden and Sancho's Sancho's chances, man, in the Euros. There's no way that they're going to start ahead of him unless he's injured. There's no chance whatsoever. This team is completely different when he starts, man. Crazy thing. And even Ben White shared this image with the caption, "What a performance, England." Of course, Ben White, he had to share what he had to share. So it's so crazy. Italy on one hand, and of course then there's England, and the ever so resilient, the ever so fighting Denmark, who literally came up with, I mean, if there's a team that showed spirit throughout the whole tournament, it has to go for Denmark, man. Wow. I mean, first game they lost. You know what happened? It scared the shit out of me when I saw the game. But wow, what a team! And I want them to be the third. I mean, they got to beat Spain next. If there's of course there's a game for the third spot, I guess. So crazy stuff yesterday night. So moving on, Mesut Ozil says, "Congrats to England. Happy for my British friends. Nevertheless, amazing fight from Denmark during the whole tournament. A very doubtful penalty. Let me know in the comments. Was that a doubtful penalty? Was Sterling? Was that a little too soft? A soft call? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think now earlier days you would really have to stab to get a penalty, but nowadays I think that is a very soft one. But nowadays they give those kind of penalties, so I don't think so there's a problem with that. Arsene Wenger, Papa Wenger has this to say about Saka's importance for England. He says, "Saka is more an all-round player, a good balance between offensive and defensive." Papa Wenger has spoken, man. You just don't have to listen to anyone else. And there was not these players who couldn't keep calm. There was not these kind of reactions to it. There was one more reaction from one more ex-England international. It was Sol Campbell after the game. He said, "I'm emotional. England in the final. One more step. Come on, England." That's how he signed off Wembley. And my God, it was such a turnaround, man. What a game. What a performance. And he just could not keep any more calm because there was a fight. England brought a fight. And they're really sure that they got the best out of it. So Martin Keown has this to say about the star boy of England national team. Martin Keown on Saka says, "Saka did not hide when England went behind. He stood up and he got his team back into the game with his energy down that right hand side." England conceded their first goal of this competition and needed to show character to get back into the game. That courage came from their youngest player Saka, and it justified Gareth Southgate's selection over him, his competition for that right-sided position. Of course, I think by the end of this Euros, I think Saka would be much more better of a provider for England, coming from that winger role. I think he would be a much more of a better player. Well, not only these players, people had to say something about Saka. Here's what Ian Wright had to say on Bukayo's performance. He says, "He's played for England since under-16s. He's played at every level. He's someone who hasn't just arrived here. He was destined to do what he's doing, playing big games like this. That's why everyone at Arsenal knows what he's capable of, and we are seeing that now." One thing is pretty much clear. If you guys still believe that Sancho is ahead of Saka, get out. Get out. So Chris Wheatley on Instagram shared this image on his Instagram stories of Ben White and said, "He's coming home." So it looks like Ben White is coming home. Fabrizio Romano also confirmed it. He says, "Arsenal are still confident and working to complete the agreement with Brighton for Ben White. on a permanent deal. Personal terms already agreed. Still some detail to be completed for Saliba. No buy option to Marseille on loan. Lokonga, here we go, deal at final stages. Also confirmed by Christophe Terrour that only some small minor details are yet to happen about Albert Sambi Lokonga. I just said it because Fabrizio tweeted about it, so yeah, I'm sorry to give repetitive news for you guys. Also, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, he says Arsenal are one step away from signing Ben White. Well, so much for that Everton links. Well, Arsenal fans are always like, when they hear that that deal for their players getting hijacked, Arsenal fans panic, panic, panic. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it was cringe, but when I hear those comments, I feel the same about your comments, how you felt exactly about my performance right now. Moving on, well, Arsenal players are back for pre-season, ladies and gentlemen. There was Callum Chambers, who was ready to finally let everyone know the strength of his shoulders, and then there was Nicolas Pepe, who's back. Well, I hope he's going to carry forward what he was during the end of last season. And there he's got the second star boy in the making. Not in the making, of course he's the star boy. Emil Smith-Rowe is back, and so is Thomas Teye Partey. The Ghanaian midfielder machine is back in Arsenal training, and of course the pre-season is what they say it is. So, moving on, so also another confirmation, of course, Conor Harrison had tweeted out on June 21st that Arsenal and Brighton have come to an agreement over payment structure for Ben White deal, unlikely to get announced and finalized while White is away with England. Personal terms had already been agreed. This was June 21st tweet. Yesterday he tweeted out that with just a green tick mark that yes, on the checklist, it's a done deal. Yes. I know you're not excited, you just want a better player, so whatever. Moving on. So, guess who's back? And in London, Willian is back in London. Yes, I know you won't forgive me for this kind of information to give to you, but yes, Willian is back in London, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're letting yourself free, and you're definitely looking forward to seeing Willian in an new Arsenal kit next season. Very well. Well, if you recognize him, I don't pity you, because according to Volkan Demir, he says that Fenerbahce is using the whole Mesut Ozil tactic. That is, they are in negotiations with Arsenal. There is 1 year left in Kolasinac's contract, and he wants, actually Fenerbahce wants Arsenal to pay half of his salary for a year, and Arsenal have not responded to it yet. They are yet to be responding. You know what, Kolasinac, I've read reports where he wants to terminate his contract, and I think if that's the case, get the job done, man. Get the job done. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, get the job done. Let's get over with it, man. Oh, looks like I forgot a very important picture of an icon, of course, of a very special football player. Yeah, I mean, he actually talks, he actually is an epitome of never give up. Yes, he is Alexander Leb. Now, why am I sharing this image? Well, it looks like he's 40 years of age and he signed for a new team in Bahrain. Yes, he's 40 years of age, and Alexander Hleb, if you know Alexander Hleb, you are a legend. If you don't know him, you're still a legend, but in different way. But okay, there it is. So, as we speak, Alexander Hleb is going to play in Bahrain. Well, very well that. So Charles Watts tweets out, Arsenal are also hopeful of soon completing a deal for Albert Sambi Lokonga, and he could even be signed in time to play some part in the trip to Scotland if negotiations with Belgium side are wrapped up swiftly. Well then, Charles, please tell Arsenal to do it quickly, man. Everyone is fed up of this whole transfer news saga, and especially the whole Euros. Yeah, whatever. But it sure is some sort of trouble that one needs to be away from. So with this, I'd like to end this episode, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one, and why not? Let's just jump into some other transfer news saga that might develop in the coming days. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the Sterling penalty? Was it? Was it not? In the comments. I will see you in the next one.